Retribution are one of those teams. They're either going to fire on all cylinders or they're not.
That has been the feedback from Pat King about the team. I think he said they've played a total of I don't know, but he was counting them on his hand, like the good games they played, and then everything else was average, he said. But all you've got to do is work out how to play that good game and then repeatedly play it when finals comes.
You can't play the same game though.
If you get the same colour, you can attempt.
You still can't. You got to swap it up, otherwise you become predictable.
I feel like that's worked in the past for a certain Adelaide team that dumped their way all the way to finals.
I did the TA smash all the way to finals, into the Golden Games here, and then missed the finals because, well, predictable.
Yeah, well, so I mean, but yeah, you've got a good strat. It will take you up the ladder. All right, here we go. We're getting started soon. No one else in blue base is staring at the phantom blue base spot. We've got some.
Maybe it was a duck.
Yeah, someone's found another duck in the maze, but no one could reach it. They
Yes.
just had the Mad Ken just sitting there like, this is really frustrating me.
It's a duck.
Oh dear. We've got refs having some chats with players there, and so it's challenging to commentate no action. But
Well, how are Wolfpack going then, or how's Pain going? That good.
Yeah, that good.
You sick, Pain?
I'm on cold and flus. I've got it's mostly in my throat at the moment. So as long as I don't sneeze on you next time and I keep catching it with my hands, I should be fine. High five. All right, here we go. Apart from a bit of sickness, I'm going all right. I've got triples later. Fingers crossed for triples. Oh no, we're looking at the spot again. Fantastic.
Get ready, go.
Oh dear. We'll see how this affects the blue base.
It still could be a duck that they can't reach. Everyone's looking at the duck. Here we go. So we see that's Kippy pushing in on the front of red.
Yep. And it wouldn't surprise me if GMI was out there as well. He's definitely one of their attackers. Scoreboard catching up there.
It's a very casual stance there on that red.
Who's that?
box.
Who's that? That's Yaz, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this guy's swinging a leg around, just trying to stay limber in there. It is a tough time as a defender though. When you're stuck in a spot for 12 minutes, it definitely can take a toll on you. So,
I've done it more than once on that green V.
Yeah.
This comp.
Yeah, there was we had a thing last year where I had a chop at my team very early in the competition because none of them wanted to come and do fitness. And during the games, they said all that held them up was the fact that I would lecture them if they dropped. So I think that's definitely holding up a number of defenders going through, that their captain will give them an almighty lecture.
You're captain, are you?
No, I'm just the person that yells the loudest.
Just clearing that up.
And I'm holding the talking stick at the time.
Ah, fair enough. It's a bit rough for me. It's Veggie and his CV and his training routines.
Yeah, that'd be tough, but make you strong. Anyway, back to the game.
Yes.
So looking in blue base, we noticed that Kat is chilling. She's sort of watching a door, sort of looking at a gun.
Oh.
Wham.
Every time I'm in this box, Wham is playing with the screens.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, Husky.
Oh, it's Husky. My apologies.
Oh, good.
It's a Wolfpack
I
member.
don't know what the next game is, and I can't edit things. So.
Alright,
The next game looks like it's Aftershock, Dingoes, and Behemoth.
Yes.
Behemoth. Alright, so Kat's a little bit more active there in the blue base. It sounds like she's been given some comms. Yazbekistan hiding a bit more in the red base, so obviously there's a bit of action going around. Green being held with one, that is Sir Wookie, I can tell because of the face mask.
It's just a headband.
It is a headband, but it is worn over his
Beard.
quite impressive beard, because you don't want a beard getting in the way of your senses.
No, and the refs don't like that either.
That's absolutely right. Looking at the scoreboard, we've got Demon leading the charge with points at the moment for his team. Goofy in the action. Nightmare Rose also in the action, coming out with a negative tag ratio at the moment. Lycan hasn't fired a shot yet. Wookie, infinite tag ratio, sensational. Currently holding that green box very well. How's he? He has Uzbekistan, despite being last line, second score in his team. So good on him.
I was going to say, I discovered the other day, and I've never noticed it, even after all the times playing against Nightmare Rose, that he has a really deep voice when he's in that arena.
Yeah.
I've never noticed it before. And I just stood there and went, who are you? It was a very deep, husky voice that he was yelling at his team at. And then he comes out here and it's nothing like that.
Hi, guys.
We see Kat just going back to chill. Such a New Zealand thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, she nearly had to fire a shot then. That's right. But she is definitely... Goofy's found it. Goofy's out. Commentator's curse. Sorry, Goofy.
That was young Sparrow running through the base there?
I think she's currently in the base.
Oh, she's in the box.
No, she's in this behind the V position. The box is Uzbekistan. I'm pretty confident anyway. Whippet currently leading her score for the red team. Good tag ratio there, positive. Goofy leading the score for his team. Negative tag ratio though. Demon doing really well. I think Demon's got a lot of points, but I'm not sure he's out in the action. I think he's probably supporting his team from behind, because normally when you see your lead attackers out there, their tag ratios are pretty even because they just spend a lot of time getting pumped.
Yes.
Unfortunately, because you've got to win your standoff with the defender outside, you've got to lunge the base, and you've got to clear it out so the rest of your team can be funneled through. So often you see, despite the fact they come out with huge points, tag ratio, not amazing.
No, and I've found that since I switched over. My tag ratio, not amazing.
Yeah.
It's just under that. It's either 100 or just under or just over.
I reckon if you're cracking bases consistently for your team and your tag ratio is around 100, I think that's a fantastic stat. We see Nightmare Rose getting shot out of green there. He did ruin Sir Wookie's infinite tag ratio though.
Ooh, and Nightmare Rose tag.
Yeah, so unfortunately, a bit of lag on there from cameras to scoreboard. Dysfunctional base being destroyed. Sorry, just not keeping up with the difference in time between cameras and scoreboard at the moment. But we got Pac King with an early base, putting Retribution into the lead. Pretty tight for second between Dysfunctional and Leviathan. I am currently looking incorrect in my prediction, although GMI looks like he's about to take a base. Oh, did he get it? We'll know in 5 seconds.
Oh,
he got it! Sensational.
I'm just looking forward to being right.
Oh, look, I still think you've got another 5.5 minutes of being potentially wrong first.
Okay. We're going to go with potentially wrong?
Yes, I am. The pack point lead for Retribution is pretty evident though, so roughly 2.5k ahead. Definitely stands them in good stead to prove me wrong. Cat's looking a little bit more active there in the blue base, so there's probably some action going on at blue that we can't see. Alright, green. People running through. So Wookie holding strong. And red, not a lot of action.
There's blues on the outside of red and they just start lunging through.
Yeah.
And here we go again.
Oh, we've got Demon in the V. Demon in the V, but Yaz is still in the... Oh, no, well done, Whippet. Whippet making a disappointing decision, I think she'll find. Deciding to run away instead of standing off with the blue player. Goofy getting tagged. Oh, that looks like Pac King in the box.
It is a Pac King in the box.
He's waiting for Demon to come in the front door. You can sort of... he's been tagged. You can sort of see his lights. There's Goofy on the pillar. He's... Yep, shot out. Pac King making a run. Pac King clearing the place. Demon shooting red. Denied. Pac King still... Oh, no, he's out of the box.
And we've got Kippy under now.
Kippy under. During all of this, Retribution have pulled their lead out to 4,000 points, which is fantastic for them. Because that's now... Oh, hang on. GMI, I didn't even see him in green.
He was just in green for 2 seconds. You were looking at red and he ran through, shut the base and fired.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep, GMI thinks. He now has
Good
2
job.
bases.
They're still behind though, which is a testament to how well the green team has been doing on the pack points.
Yes.
Pack King with that leading the attack with that slightly negative tag ratio. Camster obviously been out there a fair bit. Demon still up on his tag ratio, which is great. And so Wookiee with a sensational tag ratio because he's defending the base. GMI with both bases, you'll expect to see him back in defense. And
just as you say that, he steps into camera into the base.
hey, there's Lycan outside the base now. Alright, the action still does appear to be in red and green though. Oh, that's Whippet. That's Whippet in the V. Whippet gravitates towards the Vs in every base. She's played most of solos and juniors from that spot. Nightmare Rose.
Green hit.
I think he's taking.
He is taking.
He's been shot at.
No, he did get shot out. Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that.
That's okay.
As
Alright.
we see, green's just taken back over their base.
Yep. So that's positive for them. They're still there. Another 2,000 points up.
And we see blue now starting to try and hold the under at red.
Goofy shoots out his own teammate there and eventually loses his spot.
Is that Whippet again?
I think that's Whip. I think Sparrow might have been in green before. I'm not 100% sure.
They're about, they're similar in
similar
size.
height.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a similar. Yeah, see, that's Sparrow in
Yes.
green and there's Whippet in red.
So we've got to look for the blue hair.
Yeah, the blue hair is indicative.
Yes.
Alright, Demon under blue gets removed.
Sir Wookiee is doing a great job in that box. And just as I say
Yeah,
that,
you
sorry.
cursed him. Sparrow taking gets
Oh.
denied. That was a good shot from Camster.
Retribution are very well holding that green base very, very well right now.
And all the denials that you can see, there's a few denials in blue. Actually, there's no denials in blue. Sorry, you can see there's a few denials in red and a few denials in green. Just there's more denials in green, sort of giving more of the points away. They can probably thank some of those denials for their current lead.
Interesting, we haven't really seen anyone attack blue.
No, that's fair. Well, we've seen some snippets of people in there, but I don't think there's been like a real like lengthy attack on the blue.
No, as we see
Goofy taking red 5 seconds ago, and me just not correlating the scoreboard with the cameras as usual. That's an average commentary performance from Payne. Make sure you note that down in a feedback form.
You're not one of the lead commentators anyway, so you might be clear.
That's right. I think the feedback forms are you can write your own little comment at the end, so I encourage everyone to do that. That's it.
Kippy under
Blue's just gone down.
Red hit.
Red's still being held by Kippy. This does put Dysfunctional back up for a 5k margin. Kippy takes red. Now the margin is back down to 2,000 points, but we do only have about 15 seconds left in the game. Is that wildcard trying to take green? This would lock blue out of into second place and Simi into the correct. With 5 seconds left, I've got no choice but to concede that Simi was correct.
No, it's Simi was right.
Simi was right.
What else is new?
Hurts me. I think based on the ladder, I think it was a 19 and 20 game. That was not a 19 and 20 game. It was a 19 and 20 game. It was like that was one of the games that the Dysfunctional guys were expected to win, so they might be disappointed to lose it. Fairly close in the end, about 1,500 difference. But then I guess if it's 10,000 or 10 points, a loss is a loss.
Yep.
And at this stage, that'll mean they have to make up one of their other games. So yeah, congratulations, Retribution. Just played the pack point game really well. Looking at Camster there, 51 and 33.
Mm-hmm.
Demon 49 and 42. However, 3 of them were his own teammates. So Wookiee with a 200% tag ratio. Great job. Going down to the red team, Whippet looks like she's in a pretty good game in defense. Positive tag ratio, getting a denial. Yaz also done quite well. Unfortunately for Nightmare Rose, out and attacked the entire game, got a bit pumped and got denied. Wildcard seems to have been in the same position.
We didn't really see him on camera, so he must have been playing that float defense.
We saw him at the end try and push into green. But yeah, apart from that, not really. What was it, sorry?
But the next game is in the Get-Up Room.
Next game, yep, they're on their way in. Aftershock, Dingoes, and Behemoth. Alright,
Aftershock, Dingoes, and Behemoth.
I'll predict first for this one because you went first for the last one. I'm going to go Aftershock. Aftershock wins, Behemoth second, and Dingoes third.
Right. Well, just because if I pick Aftershock, that will mean that I agree with you, and I can't have
You
that.
can't have that. No.
No. So I'm going to go first.